please bring to the stage Lexi. I'm very excited for you guys to hear from her.
I'll just say my fun fact is so fun. So I could pogo stick with no hands while jump roping at the same time. Whoa! Yeah.
Prove it.
Hello, beautiful people, and good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here at the first ever LKS speaking competition. Standing here today, I am reminded of a time when I never thought this would be possible. Let me take you back to a moment in college at the University of Iowa. Remember the awkwardness of having to give introductions on the first day of school? Well, I'm in philosophy class, and the TA calls on me to answer a question and to do something I've done many times before in my lifetime of schooling. And I physically cannot. My throat tenses up and restricts me from saying my name. Time seemed to stretch endlessly, and one eternity later, I finally sputter out my name, Lexi. At this point, I don't know what to do. The damage is done. I keep my gaze down low, avoiding eye contact with the teacher, but I hear the question come from his lips. Did you forget your own name? The cruel and ignorant response to my moment of vulnerability caused the whole class to erupt in laughter. I felt like a clown. My name is Lexi, and I have a stutter. Something that has been with me and has haunted me since my childhood. Sometimes it feels like a demon that tries to control me. Let's go back to that moment. The emotions flood in, and I can't stay composed. All eyes on me as I run out of the class, crying. I'm too embarrassed to return to that class the rest of the school year. I cared too much about how others perceived me and how they thought of me. This is not the only time I let my fear of stuttering hold me back from experiences and opportunities in my life. For the majority of my life, I let my fear of stuttering hold me back from introducing myself to new people, asking and answering questions in class, and even talking to my own classmates. I let my fear of stuttering hold me back from becoming the leader and woman God created me to be for far too long. Think of a time when you didn't use your voice because of your own self-limiting beliefs. What setbacks or challenges kept you quiet or kept you from taking action when really you had something to say? When was the time you didn't use your voice because of your self-limiting beliefs? We all have them. I stutter, but so did and does Marilyn Monroe, Emily Blunt, Tiger Woods, Shaquille O'Neal, Winston Churchill, and Charles Darwin. What else do these people have in common? They didn't let their setbacks and stutter define them, and neither should we. Their ability to overcome their stutter taught me you don't need to be fluent or perfect to be successful. And here's the good news. Just like how they are so much more than their challenges, you are so much more than yours. As a woman of faith, I believe we are all created in God's perfect image, fearfully and wonderfully made. I believe He made us exactly as we were meant to be, each with our own set of unique obstacles and challenges to overcome on the journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. With this in mind, may my story serve as a reminder to do the right things and in the power of our words. Be careful with your words and be gentle with each other. You never know the battles someone else might be facing. In the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, it explains that our words have the power to uplift and the power to destroy, that we hold the power of life and death with our tongue. So please keep that in mind, and please think before you speak, and choose to uplift one another around you, especially your fellow sisters. Again, think of your setbacks, challenges that you may face. I challenge you to be brave enough to face them. You are not alone in them. I knew I wasn't. I have the big guy behind me, and I don't mean Shaq. I also sought out help from speech therapists at the University of Iowa and joined the National Stuttering Association chapter in Iowa City, where I met so many amazing people who continue to support and encourage me on my stuttering journey. Lastly, use your voice. God gave you your voice for a reason. He gave you your thoughts, ideas, circumstances, and your ability to speak. So please, speak up about your limiting beliefs and about anything that comes to mind. Magic begins when you spend more energy on what you say rather than how people receive it. Again, when you speak up about your self-limiting beliefs, it gives it less power. I stutter, so what? I'm not perfect, so what? I make mistakes, so what? I'm so much more than my stutter, and you are so much more than your limitations or your self-limiting beliefs. No matter what, I urge everybody to find their struggles, embrace it, grab it by the balls, and overcome it on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. And one more thing, let me be honest with you. Every time I must introduce myself or talk to new people, there's always crippling fear that starts to creep in. But if I choose to stay silent, I let that fear win, and there's more pain in that. With my new and improved mindset, whenever I must address people or be in an uncomfortable situation, I'm now able to take a deep breath, throw my shoulders back, and confidently say, "My name is Lexi." Thank you.